Welcome to the Ingress Insights podcast, hosted by Pokemon Trainer J. Ingress Insights is a podcast about the Niantic game Ingress. Listen each week for the latest news, updates and rumours. Let us know your thoughts by leaving a voice message or emailing us at the links in the show notes.
Additional intel available.
Hello agents and welcome to episode 81 of the Ingress Insights podcast. In this week's episode we're going over the Plus Alpha Anomaly news such as the global op results, as well as some Ingress news and details about the next anomaly, and then a little bit of Wayfarer news to finish us off. I do have an important announcement first of all though before I get into any news, so I'll get through that firstly. The important bit of news is that later on this month for the podcast I'll be interviewing Erin Fitzgerald. You may know her better as Carrie Campbell. She played that character at Ingress's live events and features on many badges for the character as well. So I was speaking with her, going through all things Ingress, what she's up to now and what she's doing, whether we may see Carrie Campbell come back. So do stay tuned for that coming up, and do please share the podcast episode when it's out because it'll help get more Ingress character actors or voice actors on as well. I'll link to the Reddit post where you can leave any comments that you want asking to Erin. You can also leave those on Spotify or your podcast service of choice, or YouTube, wherever you're listening to this, and I'll see them there and pick those up as well. I'll take the questions until the 21st of February, because the interview should be shortly after that. But that's all I want to get out of the way first of all, the important announcement that was coming up. So I'll now get into our anomaly-related news.
This is Shimon, former community manager for the Witcher Monster Slayer, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
Our first event for the Plus Alpha Anomaly series is now concluded, and that was the Global Op. The score was updated by Niantic on the 4th of February, and they noted that the Enlightened got 97.2 points, whereas Resistance got 102.8 points, so they were in the lead for the Plus Alpha Anomaly series so far, as they got better results there from the Global Op. There is, of course, Yokosuka and other things coming up later this quarter, so remains to be seen, but at the moment Resistance have the edge on there for Plus Alpha. Next up for Plus Alpha, we do have the skirmishes highlighted on the map. They're ornamented for the ones that are holding a Plus Alpha skirmish on the 1st of March. These start at 4 PM local time. We have 4 beacon skirmishes first of all. So those are in Yerevan, Armenia, Kaunas in Lithuania, Oslo in Norway, and Brussels in Belgium. That's followed up by shard skirmishes again on the same day. There's one in Izmir in Turkey, one in Tallinn in Estonia, Stockholm in Sweden, Copenhagen in Denmark, Wrocław, Poland, Augsburg, Germany, Seville, Spain, Nantes, France, and Belfast in Northern Ireland in the UK. Usual apologies if I got any of those wrong, but let me know if I got them right so I know for next time when I'm going through the results, or let me know if they're wrong. I will link to the Shard Skirmish, how those happen. I have posted up before about my own experiences at Shard Skirmish that you can listen back to when I attended that in Oxford. I've yet to attend a Beacon Skirmish myself, but they work in a very similar kind of way. If you are able to go out to those cities and get points for your faction, I encourage you to do so, and obviously get the Plus Alpha Anomaly badge for doing that too. Then we have our first XM Anomaly on the ground for the Plus Alpha Anomaly series, and that's in Yokosuka. That starts on the 14th of February, so from 12 AM local time that day, the NL1331 portal will appear, and that'll last until the 16th of February, 11:59 PM local time. So you can hack that and get your portal. Get your badge for the hacking the NL1331 portal. It won't be a physical van that appears, by the sounds of it will just be the portal. At 5 PM that day on February the 14th, it's the near TKO Stealth Ops that you can get points for your faction there. The 15th is the main Anomaly day. So at 10 AM there's the NIA TKO Urban Ops, again getting points for your faction there. Between 10 AM and 1 PM you do an after party wristband exchange. You can buy tickets for that via the app and get those. Brian Rose did tweet to say there's less than 100 tickets left as of Saturday, so do try and get them if you're going. Between 10 AM and 12 PM there's the faction registration. You should hopefully know where you're going for that. If not, your Resistance POCs are Angel NAO and Roy Spiker. And enlightened POCs are Umeru and Yusaki. So you should be in chats and everything by them if you're going already. It does have a note here to say, please dress modestly. Sorry about that. Then 2 PM to 5 PM is the actual Plus Alpha Yokosuka Anomaly, and you don't have to have a ticket or anything to do that. At 5 PM to 6:30 PM there's another after party wristband exchange if you've not got them already. And then 6 PM to 7:30 PM there's an after party and the group photo. You can only enter that if you have a wristband. Again, it does say please dress modestly, only food and drinks provided at the venue may be consumed. After the actual Anomaly day is Mission Day and the Marketplace. So Mission Day runs from 12 AM to 11:59 PM local time. Your POCs for that are slightly different. So for Enlightened it's Pan P. For Resistance it's Fred Chan. Again, you should already be in various chats stuff if you're doing Mission Day. And participation for that is free. You just complete 6 or more of the missions to earn the Mission Day medal tick. And following that at 10 AM it's Operation Clearfield to again earn the Operation Clearfield badge. At 11 AM there's a group photo in Mikasa Park, and then 10 AM to 3 PM there's a marketplace in Yokosuka. Your contacts for that are Enlightened below 678 and Resistance is Dragon Japan, and that's in Work Yokosuka, the 3rd floor, training room 3, and you can view the catalogue on the page to see what merchandise is available. And then at 11:59 PM that day that's the end of the Yokosuka Anomalies, and the NL13301 portal will depart Yokosuka. I did already mention about all the various Yokosuka merch that's available, such as the Yokosuka Lighthouse Enlightened, the Yokosuka Rainbow. They all look really cool. I can't order any of them to the UK, unfortunately, but if you can order them, then it's worth checking out. As I say, all of that action happens on the 14th to the 16th. We should hopefully have details of who won that anomaly late on the 15th, if not the 16th. So if I don't get it in time, it'll go into the following week's podcast, but I'm hoping to have it before recording the show. On the same day as the Yokosuka Anomaly, there's an Bounty Blitz for the AMER regions. So that runs from the 15th of February 2025 at 5 PM UTC to the 16th of February 2025 at 1 AM UTC. As I said, it's only for the AMER America regions, so you won't get it if you're an EMEA or APAC. Your Bounty Blitzes come the following weekend and then the following month for APAC. During that time, you'll see a campaign that says Plus Alpha Bounty Blitz in the dispatch interface, and then Bounty Blitz phase will each be worth 100 season points, and the results will be announced within 1 week of the operation conclusion. So if you're in the AMER region, next weekend you've got to complete as many bounties as you can. Just try and earn some more points for your faction. You get to help out whilst the anomaly's not going on in your area. You get to help out in another way. You won't earn a badge from doing this, but you will be able to contribute season points and contribute towards your faction winning the anomaly with any luck. That's all the details I've got for the Plus Alpha Anomaly series. I do have one more piece of news though that's been recently revealed but not yet announced, so I'll get into that next. The name of the next Anomaly series, which we're running from April to the end of June, has now been revealed to the point of contacts for that anomaly. So that is Plus Theta. So not Plus Alpha, Plus Theta. So it's still ticking with the Greek letters. Just as a reminder, there are anomalies for that series already announced. So on the 17th of May in Metro Manila, Philippines, and Providence, Rhode Island, USA. And then 14th of June in Perth in Australia and Chemnitz, Germany. So those have already been announced, but we now know it will be the Plus Theta Anomaly series for that quarter. Who knows what will be for Q3, Q4? We'll carry on with the plus and Greek letters. We get as far as key and things like that. I don't know. But yeah. Next time round, Plus Theta. I'm now going to move into our general Ingress news, cover things like Second Sunday, the new merch, and badges, things like that.
This is Jessica Jung, lead producer of Peridot, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
First of all, in Ingress news, today is Second Sunday. So you can now complete that via doing various campaigns. So either completing 6 all-time unique missions, earning scout control on 5 portals, visiting 5 all-time unique portals, or reclaiming 20 Machina portals. Last second Sunday, I reclaimed 20 Machina portals. That's how I did it that time. This time around, I should, in theory, have enough scans saved up to do the Earn Scout Control on 5 portals, and that will get me my silver second Sunday medal. I know a lot of other people are way further ahead than that, but I'm quite happy to have the silver sorted. If you want to share how you'll be earning yours this time around, or if you wish there were other ways on earning it, please do leave comments, and maybe Niantic will read them. I don't know if they listen to the show, but I always hope they do. And then next up, I'll talk about the Valentine's event that's been recently announced. On the 6th of February, Niantic shared an update on their Ingress Valentine's Day event. So it's called Link, Laugh, Love, and they posted Agents, Love is in the air, and it's time to link, laugh, love in Ingress. Get ready for a special Valentine's Day event that will paint the world pink with the power of XM. On February 14th from 12 AM to 11:59 PM local time, join us for a sweet celebration of connection and creativity with the Valentine's Day 2025 campaign. This Valentine's Day, we're challenging you to create links and earn fabulous pink rewards. Have you found love through Ingress? We want to hear your stories. Share your tales of connection, friendship, and maybe even romance that blossom thanks to this game. Use the hashtag IngressValentines to share your experiences and photos on social media. Let's spread the love this Valentine's Day both in the game and out in the world. So they note that available in the Ingress in-game store from the 13th of February 11am UTC to the 15th of Feb 11am UTC. There's a limited time plus alpha Valentine medal, which is 30,800 CMU. A limited time Misty Hannah 2025 Valentine's medal, which again is 30,800 CMU. And then the re-release of the Ingress Valentine's 2022 medal, which is 2,500 CMU. So plenty of badges to buy if you do want some badges. Outside of the badges, you can do the campaign, which should now be showing us coming soon in your scanner. And of course, I mentioned earning pink rewards, which should be very rare items. So I'm hoping this one will be worth doing, unlike some others that I don't know whether they have been worth doing. But it's nice to have a little event in for Valentine's Day and running from all day. So even if you are out for a meal later on in the day or doing something early in the morning with your partner, significant other, friends, whoever you're spending the day with, you can still get things done and get the campaign hopefully complete. I don't think it'll be that long because it's only the one day. But yes, nice to have a Valentine's Day event in Ingress. Hopefully we're doing lots of heart glyphs as well for glyph hacking at that time. And it's nice to see the Misty Hannah badges, although I'm not sure it's just a recolour of what that counts. But who knows what's in the packs for the 30,800 CMU. We'll have to wait and see. I imagine it'll come with frackers and things, but I'll let you know next time after it's already passed. The Ingress team keep adding new merch to their merch tab, since this is all via print on demand from Amazon.com and Amazon.de and various other Amazon stores. Unfortunately not Amazon UK yet, so I can't order any of it. But they do have things like the Yokosuka 2025 medals zip hoodie, a Lunar New Year zip hoodie, looks pretty cool to me, and then ones in various colours for Resistance, Enlightened, or just generally blank, and ones are out the Year 12 and stuff like that are still on. There is a Yokosuka Misty Hannah 2025 medal t-shirt that's on there. I'll talk about the medals shortly because those have recently been updated. But yes, plenty of new merch. If you do have the spare funds and you think they look good, you can just buy them and they will link you to Amazon where you can add them to your basket and just get them shipped straight to you. So unless you're in the UK, maybe it'll be in future I'll be able to buy some of the Ingress shirts. I wasn't sure whether to include this bit of news in the Anomaly bit or just general Ingress stuff. I decided it'd go here. So the look of the badges for the Plus Alpha Ingress characters have now been revealed. So we've got a Misty Hannah 2025 medal, a Devra Bogdanovich 2025 medal, and a Oliver Linton Wolf 2025 medal, all 30,800 CMU, coming out at various times between now and the end of March, but they will all be available from the 22nd of March to the 31st of March 2025, and they feature like a one face on one side shimmering into another that are yellow and pinkish. And you can see the Misty Hannah one has been used for the 2025 Valentine's medal as well. And Misty Hannah also features on a shirt, and the other two don't as yet. So I'm curious as to whether Misty Hannah will have something to do lore-wise with this Anomaly series. It's not really been said what the lore is yet for this series, to my knowledge. So we're interested to see how that evolves, and if we do get characters at these live events, the characters that play them are still around, the actors that play them, are still around, so maybe they're still able to appear. I know there was meant to be the thing of one of the character actors appearing, but they were unfortunately ill and couldn't appear, so it'd be nice to have a little bit of a return to that where possible. I know things in Japan are generally quite big for Ingress, and maybe Mr. Kanna will show up at Yokosuka, but who knows, we'll have to find out when that actually happens. That's it for general Ingress news. Obviously, do let me know if you think we've missed anything and things should have been added in, and I can always catch it in the next show. I do have just one tiny tidbit of Wayfarer news, so I'll share that next, and then we'll look to close the podcast out.
Hey, this is Sim, Global Product Marketing Lead for Peridot, and you're listening to Ingress Insights.
This isn't an official Wayfarer announcement, but on the 7th of February, the UK cross-platform Wayfarer channel did share an update. So they noted, if you've been wayfaring a little while, you'll remember when some users tried to get way spots approved at their homes, which clearly didn't meet criteria, during the COVID-19 lockdowns and restrictions all around the world. This led to certain words being unable to be added to way spots or user nominations such as COVID-19. We can confirm this restriction now seems to be lifted, so if there are murals, artwork or other way spots that would be better with this in their description or title, you'll now be able to submit the edits needed. I can confirm this as well because I've had an edit accepted that's got the COVID-19 in the text. It was a little free library that was put up during that time, so I'd include it in there. I've got a few of the murals pending, and I'd like to edit things like the COVID-19 memorial wall in London that's just called a memorial wall, so it'd be nice for it to have the proper title. It was interesting to look back and think about how things were during COVID and lockdowns for Ingress, Niantic Games and Wayfarer for a little while in my own head there. Maybe I'll share an update on how COVID was and how it affected Ingress in future. But that's all from me for this episode, so I'll move in and get things wrapped up.
Hi, this is HP Bulola, and you're listening to the Ingress Insights podcast.
Thank you, agents, for listening to this episode of the Ingress Insights podcast. Next time we should have details around who won the Plus Alpha Yokosuka Anomaly. And don't forget to send in questions for Erin Fitzgerald so we can ask those in our first Ingress character actor interview. We should also have details of how things went down for the Valentine's event and whether people bought the badge, whether it was any good, what was included in it. So hope you look forward to that. Next time around we'll be on episode 82. So already approaching episode 100 in quite a fast pace. I'll also mention here at the end, I'm testing out an email mailing list, so I'll include the link at the start of this podcast show notes. You can sign up for that and you'll get links to the latest episode, thoughts on a classic episode, and then some other thoughts about various behind the scenes stuff for the podcast. I thought it might be worth giving it a go. So please do sign up if you find it easier to have an email about when the podcast is out and you want to hear a bit more about the process. That being said, that's it from me for this week, agents. So hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great Valentine's Day, whoever you're spending it with. If you're spending it by yourself, have an excellent day as well. Have a great Sunday. Remember to do your second Sunday, and happy hacking, agents. Thank you, agents, for listening to the latest episode of the Ingress Insights podcast. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can do that on a few channels. So on Threads under the name ingress.insights, on Instagram under the name ingress.insights as well. Our Twitter/X, which posts episodes of the podcast, is under Ingress Insights, no dot in that one. And you can also watch these episodes on YouTube under Ingress Insights Podcast. You can send us a voice message by visiting the podcaster's Spotify page. And finally, you can buy Ingress Insights merch, such as mugs, pins, t-shirts, by going to epublic.com/user/ingress-insights. And on there, you'll see all the designs that we've got listed at the moment. There are some new ones that will be coming up at some point soon, but you can buy your Ingress Insights mug, hats, t-shirts, tote bags, anything like that you want. Thank you again for listening. Hope you tune in next week. If you do like the show, please do rate it on the podcast service you're listening to. I look forward to speaking with you all about Ingress again.
Intel package transferred.